Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The temperatures will be noticeable, yet the roof is wide open. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And our pitcher in this game, Kevin Gossman.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, calm, fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
So in now for Cleveland, Steven Kwan. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. And the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's the rookie DH, Kyle Manzardo. Fouled off. And a pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. Jimenez. Over to Michelle. On the first double play.
I think 4 or 6 double plays like that are way tougher when these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And it's fouled away. Ramirez, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 2 outs, base is empty. Strike 2. Hard hit left side. Fires over Guerrero, and Ramirez is set down. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here in Rogers Center, and towing the slab, Shane Bieber. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches, depending on how things are going and how things are working. If he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, good job, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys on balance.
And the batter is George Springer. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, it started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Left field. Kwan settles underneath it. Makes the grab. And there's one away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out here. He powers that one out of here. It's 2-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
One down, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that one wrapped foul. Varsho, the base runner at first with one out. That's hard hit on the line. Quan makes the grab on the run. Here's the rookie third baseman, Addison Barker. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around third. The relay throw. Tries to get back and save.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Spencer Horwitz. Base hit, run is out. In there safely. It's 4-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball, a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Shane Beamer, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. So Cleveland brings out a new reliever, Eli Morgan.
Eli Morgan.
Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Back-to-back singles. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll the wall. That run is in. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Bob now trying to get to Gary. And 2 runs score. And he's out on the town. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Guardians nothing. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. And now it's Josh Naylor.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Left-hand batter waits. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Bichette zips it across. One out in second. Here's Lane Thomas.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The Jays up big in this one. Here at the top of the second. Popped up left side. Bichette under it. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
The second baseman, Andres.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Right through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Righty to the plate. Got it by him. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. And we're back. And now the right fielder, George Springer.
Springer plays an important role for this team in the clubhouse. I mean, he can hit home runs, which is great, but he also brings a lot to the club away from the field, too.
The line to kick the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And a base hit. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2.
Got a little bit of hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. It was so close to being in scoring position.
Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Swung on, belted. One moving back. Just missed it.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
That's ripped. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hard hit right side. Throws to first. Inning over. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the rookie right fielder, number 10. The pitch. Fouled off to the right. Next offering is in for a strike. He's down on strikes. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And he deals. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Last out for the Guardians in this one. Stepping up for the Guardians, Ryan Rocchio. That one fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Gosman is just 1 strike away. Right through their batter. And that'll do it.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle of the pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
Blue Jays, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They let 3 runners on base. For Cleveland, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors, and they let no runners on base. Time for ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please, riders safely.